Kia ora and welcome back. Today Justin Bieber makes an appearance with his recent song Daisies. So it's a really cool little song. It's not too fast, although each chord is only worth 2 counts. So you're playing 2 chords in every bar of 4. So you've got to be reasonably slick on those chord changes. However, the logic of the chords does make it slightly easier in several cases. There are fingers that don't need to move, which is going to help. Unfortunately, though, we've got this G to, oh sorry, no we don't, so that's okay. We've got to get from a D to a G, but that's the biggest shift that we have got in this song. So let's have a look first of all at the chords. So all through the verse we're going to play 2 chords per bar. We've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So let's have a look at the fingering and how we can facilitate those chords to get through them at that speed. The verse has got a slightly different rate of chord change. So here we go. G is the 5th string on the 2nd fret. It is the 6th string on the 3rd fret, and the 1st string also on the 3rd fret, because of course the 2 strings, the outer 2 strings are both E's, both tuned the same, so as we move up that's always going to be the case. So here we are, and the root of the chord for G is the 6th string. So here we have 1, 2, and then we've got to change chords. So it's pretty slick. Be looking ahead, be thinking ahead. You're not thinking about the chord you're playing. That's old hat. You've got it. You've done it. You're thinking about what the next one is. If you're more advanced, you should be thinking what the halfway through the song what the next chord is. So you're able to think further and further ahead, which is how you don't get caught out and you get these lovely fluent chord changes. So there's your G. Now E minor. Fortunately, this first finger doesn't have to shift. So train your fingers not to all just leap off and have to reinvent the wheel at the end of that. Train your fingers so that this one stays behind, the other 2 come off. At the same time we're pivoting round to tuck the 2nd finger underneath the remaining one, playing the 4th string on the 2nd fret. So let's have a look at that again. There's your G and 2 and E minor. Now to go to C, similar. This time it's the 2nd finger that stays, which gives you something to swing around on, which makes it just so much easier to get the remaining fingers down into place. So here's your E minor. Let go the 1st finger and head straight for the 2nd string on the 1st fret. And these 2 come up and pick up 6 and 5 respectively on the 3rd fret. And the root 5th string again. And the worst of it, we've got to get the D, which everybody off, swing right round, and we've got this little triangle happening here. 3rd string, 2nd fret, 1st string, 2nd fret, and this one takes the middle on the 2nd string on the higher fret, the 3rd fret. And now it's heading straight for the G. And so all that has to happen, look for things that don't move or don't move far. So to go from a D to a G, which we do a lot, this 3rd finger just has to transfer across the string. So don't just throw it away, get it to transfer across. 1st finger moves a bit further, but it stays in the same fret. It drops down 2 strings, and then it's so much easier to get the 2nd finger across. 1, 2, and E minor, swing around, E minor, swing, pivot round on the 2nd finger, C, everybody off and head for a D. Go to the G again, 3rd finger just slides across to the 1st string, 1st finger down to the 5th. 1, 6th string is your root, G, E minor, 6th string for the root, C, pivot on that 2nd finger, 5th string, even though we've got a lower one, the 5th string is the root. 1, D. Okay, and on it goes. So it's quite a long verse. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lines. So that makes sense because, of course, it's symmetrical. So we've got 8 4-bar phrases. 1, 2, and 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2. And so we're counting, if you're as an instrumentalist and not singing, you're counting 3 things at once. You're counting the number of beats in the bar, the number of bars to the phrase, and you've got to keep track of how many phrases you've played, which can be quite tricky in a song that's highly repetitious. So you've got to keep all 3 of those numbers in your head at the same time, which is quite a challenge when you first start that out, but you'll find it gets easier with training, and it becomes an automatic pattern, automatic habit. So you've got this G, 1, 2 and 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 2, that was 1. Use your toes or something to count. And a second time, 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 4. Third time, 1, 2, 3 and 3 and 4. Fourth time, yeah. 2 and 3 and 4 and fourth time. So you get the idea, until you've completed 8. And then we've got the chorus. Now the chorus is really cool because it's only 3 chords in the chorus, and there's only a number of mathematical possibilities of where the 2 changes that are going to have to occur quickly are going to happen. In this case, they happen between the 2nd and 3rd chords, which is the 2nd and 3rd bars, I should say, which is a very cool place to put it. Now there's always a reason these songs are good. And there's always something really clever that they're doing, even though it's easy to listen to and it sounds really easy. So the chorus, as often happens, comes out of the verse, so it doesn't really stop. He's singing it straight through. So the last phrase of the song, you've got this G minor, and now on the C2. Now we've got 1. Have it finish up. You play that C just 2 bit blah blah blah. 4, 1, 2. Just that last 2 beats to make it even. So everything's going to be symmetrical, but the way that we come in with those 2 chords per bar in the middle of the phrase makes it feel uneven, even though it isn't, which is why it's so cool. So we continue. Let's go back to the very last line of the song. Honey, I get it, I get it, I get it. So he's got the D for 2 beats, 2 bars, 1, 2 beats. I got it right the first time. D and C, 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay on C for 4. 1, 2. Confusing myself. 1, 2, and they've got the D, 1, back to C. Okay, so what we're adding up, we've got to get to 4 bars, 4 beats, 4 bars. Okay, so we've come out of here, D, this is the last of the verse. Right, now 1, 2, and change to D, 1, 2, and back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So see how we did it? We had 2 beats of C, 2 bars, 2 beats of C, which rounded off the 4-bar pattern, 4 beats to a bar. And then we're going to just play half a bar of C. 1, 2, 1, 2, back to C for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. All right. I hope that makes sense. I mucked up my explanation in the middle, so I hope you got it. So it's just really cool the way he just moves just shift sideways by half a bar, but it all adds up. So we've got 4 counts in every bar. It's just where we've gone through a verse, which only has it all the way through the verse. You're playing 2 chords per bar, 2 chords, 2 beats, 1, 2, change, 2, 1, 2, change, 2. And then as we go into the chorus, there's this kind of overlap with it. So it's the last, you play the last C of the verse is the last 2 counts of the bar. So the D is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we go another 2. 1, 2, and D, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it works really well. It's a really cool, cleverly constructed song. So I hope you have fun playing Daisies with Justin Bieber. It's a fun song to play, and if you're a singer, enjoy singing it. It's not too difficult a song to sing either. You've got quite a few words to get through, so you need to memorize those words. That's the only thing. So enjoy that, and I'll see you in another week with another song. So thank you for watching. Ka kite.